Kobbie Mainoo gives Manchester United what they have not had all season in Everton win. Alejandro Garnacho ensured Man United's win at Everton will be remembered for his goal, but it deserves to be remembered as much for Kobbie Mainoo's performance. Perhaps Erik ten Hag will stay in the stands. This was the most impressive Manchester United away day victory on his watch and a timely warm-up act ahead of a white-hot atmosphere in Istanbul on Wednesday. United have now triumphed in their last 4 on the road in the Premier League and find themselves 6 points off first. They are approaching a month without a crisis in a season that has been littered with them. Such are the vagaries of football. United performed better in Copenhagen, the scene of their most recent damaging defeat, than at Goodison Park. They led at the pause without actually creating a chance. Ten Hag, serving a touchline ban for collecting 3 yellow cards, will have sifted nervously during the first 45 minutes. Unlike the 4 sides who put United to the sword on their own patch, Everton reprieved United. They had nearly enough chances to equal the 13 goals United sieved at Copenhagen, Bayern Munich, Arsenal and Tottenham. Yet United ran out 3-0 winners, their first league victory by more than a 1-goal margin all season. The second half descended into such a procession that Anthony Martial, the scourge of Everton since he was first pitted against them in October 2015, dinked in his 9th goal against the club in 17 appearances. United were deprived of Rasmus Højlund and Antony, £157.3 million worth of talent. No forward had scored in the league since Marcus Rashford on September 3. At Everton, 3 did, including Rashford. With the eyes of the football world fixed on Everton's ground, Alejandro Garnacho ensured they would remember the occasion with one of the great bicycle kick volleys recorded on film in England. Garnacho celebrated by mimicking his mentor, and his connection was reminiscent of Cristiano Ronaldo's against Juventus in 2018. Only Garnacho's technique was more admirable. The chance, if you can call it that, was tougher than Ronaldo's and Wayne Rooney's in the 2011 derby. Diogo Dalot's cross was curling towards the dugouts until the Argentine introduced his laces to the football. The 3rd-minute bolt from the blue against the Blues quickly crowned a composed and confident start from United, undeterred by an atmosphere so febrile the ball boys copped it for carrying out the Premier League banner. United's approach was underpinned by the slick Kobbie Mainoo, instrumental to how Ten Hag wants United to play. United's win will be remembered for Evertonians' protests and Garnacho's award season contender, though Mainoo merits as much acclaim on what was his full Premier League debut. The 18-year-old's competitive playing time had amounted to 87 minutes across 3 games in January and February. Mainoo's preseason hallmark of dropping into the defensive third to receive the ball was evident before Garnacho silenced Goodison. That eagerness was just as well, for Mainoo had to go all the way back to clear off his own goal line. It will have particularly delighted Ten Hag that Mainoo prevailed in his duel with James Garner, jettisoned by United in the Dutchman's first summer. Garner's flat free kick in the 25th minute was repelled by a diving header from Mainoo. When the teenager was substituted, Diogo Dalot, Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay congratulated him. Ten Hag, sporting a flat cap, was sat between Darren Fletcher and interim chief executive Patrick Stewart. His assistant, Mitchell van der Gaag, was initially a sporadic presence in the technical area until Everton started peppering United's goal. Van der Gaag held a number of conflabs with Eric Ramsey, who beckoned Mainoo over to offer a pointer. Everton belatedly channeled the sense of injustice into their performance with a flurry of opportunities, United reticent with another 1-goal advantage. Abdoulaye Doucouré, Everton's goal-scoring saviour on the final day of last season, spurned a similarly placed but easier opening with Andre Onana motionless. Dominic Calvert-Lewin was profligate on the deck and in the air. The mood was at its most sulphurous at the interval, fueled by some dubious officiating by referee John Brooks. A handful of incandescent Everton fans berated journalists, brandishing their anti-Premier League flyers, convinced the perceived corruption of the league extended to the officiating. That conviction did not subside with the retrospective penalty United were awarded after Ashley Young tripped Marshall. Rashford was the surprising taker nominated by spot-kick specialist Bruno Fernandes, and he slammed the ball into the ceiling for his first club goal since the defeat at Arsenal almost 3 months ago. Rashford raced to the United supporters huddled in the Bullens Road stand. His performance had hitherto been as sloppy as in the previous bank of fixtures, yet he has at least ended a drought of 12 goalless games. Young, fortunate to avoid expulsion, had his name magnanimously aired by United supporters when he was finally removed in the 73rd minute. With Christmas decorations ubiquitous, United's belted out their "Oh, what fun it is to see United win away" ditty. They remained topical, heckling Jordan Pickford with "England's number one," and Evertonians with "You're going down with the city." Ten Hag will have enjoyed the view from the opposite stand.